Thank you. I would urge my colleagues to vote for it, and I'm going to tell you why. During our debate today, during the time taken to draft this bill, amend this bill, change this bill, the people who know what they need in their communities, the families who know what they need to take care of their kids, have told us very directly and very clearly, no confusion, no inconsistency, they need these day camps. Families have said it. Municipalities said, in order to keep my day camp open, I cannot be subject to these regulations. Yet, all we have heard today is, no, they're not right. We're right. The towns that know their budgets, the towns that know everything that goes into their day camps, they're wrong. We're right. And it just boggles the mind. Everything we do in this building, that we just don't listen. Is it because we think we're smarter, or is it just because we don't care? I don't know the answer to that. But I will tell you this. There are members in this chamber who are listening. There are members in this chamber who believe that towns understand their own town better than we do. The gentleman from Enfield knows what Enfield needs far better than I do. The gentleman from Greenwich knows what Greenwich needs far better than I do. And quite honestly, those two gentlemen know their towns better than all 36 of us combined. Yet we would consider trumping that knowledge, trumping that local knowledge, because we're smart and they're stupid. You can add up all the IQs around this circle, and I'm telling you, it is not a substitute for local knowledge. It is not a substitute for smart people in their own communities making their own decisions for those communities. And it is most certainly not better than a parent making a decision for their child. So this amendment is an effort to address that inequity of knowledge. It is an effort to say, and I know it's unusual in this building, but it is an effort to say, no, we've heard you. We've heard you, Mayor. We've heard you, First Selectman. We've heard you, Parks and Rec Director. We've heard you, Budget Director. And we're listening, and we understand. And we're going to take your thoughts into consideration. When a town says, if you do this, we will have to close our day camps. When a town says that, they mean it. And for anyone in this chamber to suggest so arrogantly that they're wrong, that we know better, is at best shocking and at worst grotesque. There are 169 cities and towns in the state of Connecticut, and each of them knows what's most important and what's most necessary in their own town. And this bill takes a one-size-fits-all approach to solving a problem that may or may not exist. Quite honestly, I have not been convinced today whether there is a problem. At least not one that can be fixed with a couple of pieces of paper. The bill solves nothing. But what we've heard time and time again over the last 3 months is that what does solve problems, what does positively impact our disaffected youth, is access to affordable daycare. And what we have heard and seen, and I believe it to be true, is that the most affordable daycare offered in our communities, especially when it comes to summer care, the most affordable, if not the only affordable option, is run by our municipalities. We have an opportunity today, right now, with this amendment, to save those municipal programs, to save them. Those municipal programs who have said, if you do this, we will close. But let's keep in mind what we're actually talking about here. We're not talking about a camp closing its doors. We're talking about all the kids who go to that camp every year not having that option. Shame on us that we would put our kids using those programs in such peril and giving them what option? A more expensive program that their parents can't afford? No program at all, and a summer at home? Those are the options we give them if we pass this legislation as it is. But the amendment seeks to change that. The amendment eliminates the impact on our local municipalities by removing the section of statute, the section of the underlying bill that require their licensure. Because towns, time and time again, have said it's just too expensive.